Yo, what's up guys? Steve here with Scotching Things. Hey, I've got a package from Doug, 5-door. It sounds like, I don't know what he sent. I know what's in here, but now, so Doug did me a solid. It was kind of cheating during the 40-day, but it was like it was like a day and a half to go or something, and he just sent me, and I've been looking for one of these knives for quite a while. Kind of hard to pick up, but he sent me, there was like a day, or it was like Friday, Good Friday. I know it's kind of cheating, and he sent me a picture of this. He bought it, and then technically, since, I mean, he did buy it, and then it was sent to him instead of directly to me. Just got this back from Kyle Coonley, very sharp. And I just said you know, and the price was, I mean, the price was almost too good to be true. And I didn't really look at, I didn't look close at the video. And then I just was looking at the video because I was curious when the knife would come in, checking out the price was too good, like I said, to pass up. What did he send me? I wanna, oh, dope, man. I use these all the time at work. Ow! Buc-ee's candy. Doug, you are just a fucking solid guy. So, but anyway, squirrel, I got to looking at pictures of this knife, or the one video that was there, and it's actually, I gotta do a little more research because I don't know a ton about them, but this is actually, I believe, you guys maybe internet sleuths help correct me, which isn't a big deal, like I said. I believe this is actually what they call, this is not, yeah, this is a loose as fuck Strider. That's crazy. This is actually an RCC frame lock and not an RC, if that makes sense. The RC is much bigger, and I just kind of noticed it because they look, and this is the TAD edition, so very cool. So still hard to find, rare, cool knife that has got some action shit going on. But I noticed the lock bar like is much thinner, and on the RC, so they're very similar looking, but the lock bar, the liner on the RC is just much thicker, and it is a much larger knife. It is, the RC is bigger than an SMF, where this is shorter than an SMF. So, but yeah, I was just like, God, that lock bar looks really thin, because the RC is a monster. It's about the size of a, where's it at? The RC is about the size of an AR, or it might be a little bit bigger than an AR. See how this is, no matter which way you look, it's, the AR is, this AR is much larger. Like I said, not a huge deal because the price was right, especially for a frame lock. Like I said, usually the RCC is, the RCC, you usually see them in a double gunner grip liner lock, and especially the TAD. I don't want to get that too tight to where it doesn't want to move. Oh, this is, now it's too much. So yeah, kind of funny. So like I said, didn't pay much attention because this is the configuration you usually see the RC in, with the titanium and the G10. So it would, lend you to think that it's the RC. And that's what the customer was selling it at, unless he was completely, I went back and looked at his listing and he has it listed as an RC. God damn, everything's loose on this knife. Fucking thumb studs. Old. I know the RC, I'm sure they around the same time. I know the RC was stopped. They quit producing that in 09. So, yeah, so I just, like I said, this is on the seller for listing it. This is on me for not noticing until after everything went down that this was an RCC frame lock. What else? But I did, the funny thing is I did I went to message the seller. I'm like, hey, are you sure that is an RC and not an RCC? Because like I said, I've never seen one in person. I wanted to be 100% on my end, but then I noticed I had messaged him. Remember, I've talked about this before. I feel bad. I think this guy is selling off a large part of his collection for health issues, or maybe he does mods too for Emerson's. My buddy just bought a really nice SNG, and he's got a really nice, I don't know if that's really, it's moving barely, and then that moves the lock over. God, it's still comfortable. But anyway, so I went to message the guy about this knife and hit him up and just say, hey, are you sure that's an RCC and not, you know, an RC? Just because I was like literally waiting for this to come in the mail. Like Doug had it, and Doug sent me a couple pictures on a mat. I'm like, cool, because this looks like the RC. Dimension, it's a TAD edition, triple aught design. But I went to message this dude, and I noticed we talked in the past over a year ago, and I had tracked down my first Strider ever. My very first Strider ever. This guy, the guy I had sold it to or traded it to, bought it, and it was just funny because I got kind of butthurt at the time because he wanted to sell it back to me for almost $300 over retail. I was like, come on, dude, that's just fleecing. But I'll hit him up if he messages me back about this. I don't think he was trying to, I don't think he knew. I don't think he was trying to misrepresent this knife. But if you look at an RC and an RCC, you rarely see an RCC frame lock. Like I said, they're usually the liner lock with the double gunner grip on both sides. It's G10 double. It's not a titanium G10. It's usually G10 and G10 liner lock for the RCC. But this is still a fantastic piece of history, a very cool knife. Like I said, the TAD edition, triple aught design. I thank Doug for hooking me up with this. Very cool. Like, it's been carried, but not much. I mean, there's not really any marks on the blade. Like I said, that pivot was just kind of loose. Just had to tighten that up. Doug, thank you very much. Now I know, I crossed out your address. I was like, I know where you live now. But yeah, dude, I mean, sending me a notebook and a cool ass sticker and some Buc-ee's candies. Buc-ee's is probably the greatest gas station. I wouldn't even call it a gas station if you guys have ever been to one. Thank you, Doug. Awesome, awesome knife. So, yes, I would say this is an RCC, just because of the size. The RC is massive. This is what's cool about this is a full, I think guys have said, I do have a magnet, but it'll probably stick to the, yeah. This is a full titanium backspacer, which is cool. I mean, these are just such a, sorry, I'm just gonna kind of ramble on because we've talked about why this isn't an RC, but just look at these. The RCC and the RC was just such a big, such a different knife from like, you know, it's either SNG or Strider for like SNG and SMF. And then, you know, there's always the PT and the XLs and the ARs for the older stuff. But you just don't see a lot of these around. So that is very cool. I'm definitely going to carry this thing. And I love a recurve. A lot of guys don't understand recurves, but man, they cut through material so well. Unmarked, so I'm guessing these were, I think a lot of these, I read something on them, they were, I think pretty much everything came in S30V. And like I said, I know the last run of RCs were done in 09, so I'm guessing the RCC, that's about the time frame when these were done also. So a cool, like a survivor piece, very old, very comfortable. Just, it looks bizarre, right? But it's very, very comfortable in hand. So thank you very much, Doug. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.